All right, if you're gearing up for the 2026 engineering admissions, you've come to the right place. Today, we're taking a close, factual look at Roever Engineering College in Perambalur. Now remember this number, TNEA Code 3817. Let's get right into it. So what's this college really all about? Well, it all starts with their founding mission. And this isn't just some fancy line on a website, It's the core idea that has been the driving force behind this college for decades. It tells you a lot about their identity and their deep commitment to the Perambalur region, which goes back over 50 years. Okay, so let's break it down. We're going to cover the really important stuff, the kind of details every student and parent needs to know when you're shortlisting colleges. First things first, the full name is Roever Engineering College. And that all-important number you'll need for your TNEA application, it's 3817. Don't forget it. Now, this is a self-financing Christian minority college that started back in 2001, and it's affiliated with Anna University in Chennai. But here's something you really need to pay attention to, the admissions split. A good 65% of the seats are filled through the government quota, via TNEA counseling. The remaining 35% are for the management quota. This college has a really interesting backstory. It was founded by the St. John Sangam Trust, and they were carrying on the work of a German missionary, a Reverend Father Hans Roever. So you see, this isn't just another college that popped up recently. It's actually part of a much bigger 50-year-long mission of educational and social work right there in the Perambalur district. That really tells you something about their long-term commitment to the local community. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about something super important, quality. How do you really know if a college is good? Well, that's where accreditations come in. Think of them as a report card from an independent expert checking on the college's academic standards. For parents especially, this is one of the best ways to gauge the quality of an institution. So, what's the verdict for Roever? They've been awarded a B++ grade by NAC. That's the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. That's a pretty solid stamp of approval on the college's overall quality. And it's great. This grade is valid all the way through to January 2030. And it doesn't stop there. If we zoom in on specific departments, the National Board of Accreditation, or NBA, has given its seal of approval to two major programs here, computer science and engineering, and mechanical engineering. Getting NBA accreditation is a big deal. It means these specific departments are meeting some very high-quality standards, and this is valid right up to June 2028. All right, now for the part you've probably been waiting for. If you're looking to join in 2026, what are your options? What can you actually study at Roever? Let's take a look. You've got a choice of 7 different undergraduate degrees here. You'll find all the core branches you'd expect, civil, CSE, EEE, ECE, and mechanical. But they also offer some really interesting newer options like biotechnology and AI and data science. And just a quick tip, those branch codes you see next to the names, those are exactly what you'll need when you're filling out your T&E choices. And this is really important, right? It shows the college is keeping up with the times. They're not just sticking to the old stuff. They've added these new age branches. Biotechnology came along in 2019, and they just started the super relevant AI and data science program in 2025. That's a great sign. So how many students are we talking about? Across all 7 of these branches, the college takes in a total of 480 students for the first year. That gives you a good sense of the size of the campus community you'd be a part of. Of course, college isn't just about what happens in the classroom. The campus life, the day-to-day living, that's a huge part of the experience. So let's get into the practical side of things, answering the questions that I know students and especially parents are thinking about. First off, the campus is pretty big. We're talking about 27.51 acres, so there's plenty of space to breathe, with lots of room for all the college buildings, labs, and everything else. Now, if you're not from the area, this is for you. Yes, they have separate hostels for both boys and girls. And in the mess, you've got both veg and non-veg options, so everyone's covered. What about getting to campus? Well, their transport network is actually pretty impressive. College buses run on 29 different routes, reaching major places like Ariyalur, through Roever, and even Trichy. And for those traveling by train, the nearest station is Ariyalur, which is about 30 kilometers from the campus. All right, let's wrap up with what I call the student success triangle. The teachers, the research opportunities, and of course, the financial support like scholarships. This stuff is absolutely crucial. Let's talk about the faculty. The college has a team of 106 teachers, and out of that number, 17 have earned their PhDs.
Having that many highly qualified professors on staff is a really good sign. It means you're getting a strong academic foundation and have experts to guide you if you're interested in research.
And speaking of research, this is a big plus. The college has 2 official research centers that are recognized by Anna University itself. One is for mechanical engineering, and the other is for computer science. So if you're the kind of student who wants to go beyond the textbook and get into serious projects, this is your chance. Okay, let's talk about a topic that's on everyone's mind: money, specifically financial support. The good news is the college helps students get access to a whole range of scholarships, which can make a huge difference in making education affordable. So, what's available? Well, if you're eligible, you can apply for a bunch of government scholarships. Things like the First Graduate Scholarship, support for BC, MBC, and DNC communities, and the SC/ST scholarships. There's even a central government scholarship for minority students. On top of all that, the college has its own award, the Roever Meritorious Scholarship, for students who do really well in their studies. Now, just so we're clear, all the facts and figures we've shared today have been gathered directly from the college's official website and from government portals. We've done our best to make sure everything is accurate as of March 2026. Explore more engineering colleges at profsam.com, your true source for 12th engineering decisions.